Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we continued to go around and try to collect everything, all the little waypoints and whatnot that are scattered around the domains, etc. We were able to get like a bunch of these ones over here. We were even able to open up one of the Shrine of Depths with the key that we got from upgrading our statue. So we're pretty good. We're going to go ahead and get these two over here, and then we need to get this one over here, which we'll get after we get these two. And then there's only like 3 or 4 in the desert, and then after we get all those, we will call it good, and we'll go ahead and continue on with the story. I don't know if the story's going to take us over here or not. I assume so, but I do not know for sure. Because like I said, I've been trying to stay behind on the story, so that way we don't get, no spoilers for even myself anymore. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to go here, so I'll kind of put off doing this, but if it does take us here, then we'll go ahead and start collecting these. I assume it will, just because of the fact, we have this huge area. I don't know if this area is covered, though, because I think this area, I did do this area in my personal account. Like, I collected all the waypoints here, too, and I did this stuff here, but only because there was an event going on here. So that's was like, I don't know if this area actually has anything to do with the story or not. Same with this one. But anyways, we're just going to continue on with that, and then, like I said, in the next episode, even if we don't get all the waypoints and whatnot, in the next episode, we're pretty much going to continue the story. I think it's about time to get back to it. So, yeah. Remember to like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's get right back to it. So we're going to head for this one next. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay. I'm kind of surprised nothing attacked me. Might have spoke too soon, though.
No.
Now he activates. Go for it, my minions. There we go. Okay, great. It's another one of those guys. Okay, we'll activate you to keep my levels down.
The Temple of Wisdom. Let me
Come on, there we go.
Lightning purified. Stand with me. Here comes the
all out. Awesome. Just shred him.
Busted. Gotcha.
There we go. Yeah, I said in the last one, but it seems like our damage output isn't great, but I mean, it's still not bad. We just have to combo, it seems like, to always get the damage where we need it to be. I think that's our main issue. Ooh, hey, that unlocked a Hydroculus. Awesome. So that means the ones whenever we get to Fontaine, are they going to be called Hydroculi? Hydroculus?
Take it easy.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple. I think that's what they'd be called. I wonder how many there's going to be there, because I think Sumeru has, like, what, 200 or 300 of them or something like that? It's kind of ridiculous.
Take it easy.
Went from having, like, 80 in Mondstadt to, I think, Liyue had, like 120, Inazuma had, like, 180, and now Sumeru has, I think, like, 250 something. It's crazy.
Take it easy.
They keep adding more and more, which I get, because the maps are getting bigger and bigger, but at some point, it's, you're only going to be able to collect so many, without walkthroughs and stuff. I mean, I know they're kind of everywhere, but it's getting a little crazy how many they require, especially because early on, the bonuses you get were worth it. I'm not saying they don't give you good stuff, because, I mean, they give you free pretty much of stuff. Okay, there's got to be a better way to get up there. Oh, you know what? I bet I know. I bet we're supposed to take this across. Here, trust me on this. I think I have an idea. But anyways, because whenever you first started getting all of the statues upgraded and everything, it would earn you, and this is the way we want to go. We're meant to go this way. See, I'm getting all turned around. Yeah, I want to take that one over there. Anyways, whenever you leveled up the statues at Mondstadt and Liyue, it increased your stamina meter. So it was like, ooh, that was like really something really to go for. Like, it was so worth it. But now it's like the statues, they just give you, Prima Gems and stuff, which, that's not bad. It's just, there's other stuff that I find much more, valuable, in a sense. Oh, don't touch it. Awesome. So I'm wondering, though, because I've heard rumors. Now, this is complete rumors, so take this with, like, the largest grain of salt you could possibly take it with, because I don't know how true this is, if it is true or anything like that. But I've heard that Fontaine is going to add, like, underwater stuff. Okay, that one's already activated. So if that's the case, then that means that maybe this, then maybe that means that the Fontaine statues, maybe they'll, like, maybe you'll have an underwater meter, like a breathe meter that's different from your stamina meter, maybe, or something like that. So maybe Fontaine statues will give you an upgrade to like your water breathing, maybe? Or not water breathing, but basically the ability to hold your breath or something. I know, like I said, take it with a huge grain of salt because I don't even know if that's like true or not, if that's what it's even going to add, if that is even a feature. Okay, I need to get up over there. But there's like there's none of the things that I'm needing. Yeah, this was like a complete waste. I mean, we collected some, Dendroculus along the way and everything, so it wasn't like a huge waste, but I'm like, okay. Where's our little plant thing used to get us up there? I was really assuming there would have been an easy one. I wonder if I could take that water bubble. Do those float? I can't remember what those do again. But yeah, I was thinking that might be like a cool way to do it, like, oh, hey, you upgrade the statue. Well, you can go, there's underwater areas, so now you can breathe underwater for longer or something. But also, like, maybe they wouldn't do that, because it's the only work in Fontaine that you can go underwater? Are they going to make it to where underwater works anywhere? Because if you could go underwater, that would be a huge update. If you could go underwater in any area, like, Inazuma especially, because it's all islands, that would be like a huge thing there. So maybe they aren't doing something like that. Or maybe it is only on Fontaine, like certain areas. But then it would be kind of weird to have it tied specifically to a statue. But then the statues do kind of tend to, well, no, because they generally put all the stuff that's for a specific, like, not town, but like a specific country or whatever. They tend to put it in like a tree of some sort. So you know how you have the, of course, we have the frost-bearing tree in Dragonspine. Then in Inazuma, you have the Sacred Sakura, which we need to stop by there, because I didn't realize, but I have like 34 or 35 of the Electro Sigils, so I think we can upgrade the tree there. And then we haven't got to it yet here in Sumeru, so slight spoiler, but you can get I forgot what they call it here, but there's basically a giant tree here in Sumeru as well that you can also get. So we use the Dendro Sigils to get those. Okay, I really don't know if I'm going to make this. Oh, this is going to be close. I think I should be able to. Oh, it's going to be close. Please tell me, do I have stamina restoring food? Please tell me I have stamina restoring food. Yes, I do. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I don't want to chance this. There we go. Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Mushrooms. I figured out we need these for Wanderer. So perfect. If we're going to try to pull for him, we definitely need a lot of these. We also need these, I believe, for... Was it Nahida? No, I don't think Nahida takes those. Okay, really? Stop. Really? I get why it does that, but I hate whenever games take control of your camera. I really do. Like, I get whenever it's like... If you want to do that, have it be, like, tied to a button. Like, where it's just like, oh, hit this button to look at the point of interest or whatever. Like, a lot of games do that. But don't grab my camera. And then, it's fine in games where it's like, they grab the camera and point you toward this thing, but then you can immediately move the camera afterwards. But this one doesn't let you do that. This one forces you to stare at it for, like, 3 seconds, and then it gives you back control of your camera. I don't like it whenever games do that. But anyways, I can't remember what other characters use those. I think... Is it... does Nahida use them? No, I didn't think so. I was like, she used the Capulata mushrooms or whatever they're called. I think Kale uses them, right? Yeah, she uses them, but we're not using them on her. We're going to use them for the Wanderer, because I believe he takes them. Okay, so that's taken care of. So we're going to go here, and then we got to go straight south from here. We're going to just follow the paths. Not north, south. There we go. Yeah, and I'm interested to see if they're going to, like, incentivize more with the statues, or if it's just going to continue to be the statues just do, kind of, not necessarily bare minimum, but where they focus mainly on giving you the stuff to add constellations to your Traveler, which I'm interested to see what the Hydro Traveler is going to do. Because, like I said, I love the Dendro Traveler, and I really like the Animo Traveler. Those are, like, my two favorites. The Geo one's okay. It has its uses, but I'm not, like, super fond of it. And the Electro Traveler, he's okay. Or she's okay, depending on which version you pick, but they're okay. They just... They don't have... I don't know. I don't find the abilities on it that... They're not bad, because they have really good range on them, and they do, like, give you lots of energy recharge, and other stuff is, like, really good support ability. It just... The cooldowns on it are way too long. So it's like, you can't really use it... I know you're not supposed to be able to use it in rapid succession, because otherwise you can have, like, unlimited energy recharge, I think, if you build it right. But it just feels like it does still take too long for your elemental skill and your elemental burst to come back. So, I don't know. I probably need to play with it more, but I just wasn't, like, the biggest fan of it. So, but I'm interested to see what are they going to do with the Hydro version of the Traveler then. That's, I haven't even been thinking about that. I keep forgetting that, yeah, new region means new new powers for the Traveler. So I'm really excited for that, especially because on my personal account, I loved the Traveler so much, like the Dendro version of him so much, that I was like, you know, you know what, we want to do that. Or no, we really should. We're here. We'll do it. Anyways, I loved the Dendro version of him so much that I decided to fully upgrade my Traveler. Level 90 weapons, give him a bunch of good talent, you know, level up his talents. Not like tons, because I didn't want to, you know, huge waste. Oh, come on. Really? I don't want to have to get a Pyro character out. That would be so annoying.
Quietly now.
But anyways, so I'm very excited for my personal account for Fontaine, because it's like, okay, I have a high-level Traveler who's got some pretty good abilities and everything on him. Okay, just shoot. Thank you. About dang time, dude. Okay, where's this last one?
Gotcha.
Okay, I think it says it's like in here. Where's this thing? Oh no, it's up there. Why was it? Why was the lines pointing like that direction? That was weird.
Take it easy.
Okay, anyways.
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
Okay, I drew a blank on what I was supposed to be doing there for a second. My mind just blanked. But anyway, so I'm very excited for that, because it's just like, okay, my Traveler is going to be ready to go for that. I'm going to be able to build it really good and everything. It's going to go really well, I think. Okay, let's just clear this out. This should just get rid of him. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so I'm super excited for Fontaine. I totally forgot that that's a thing.
Easy money.
It's because, like I said, I'm more so focused on all the cool characters coming out. Because one of the characters that I am, like, super excited for, because I watched the trailer that they did, which had, you know, it was like a showcase of a lot of the characters and like a little bit of what the story might entail and everything, but it's mostly like a showcase of all the new characters and everything. I highly recommend watching it. It is phenomenal. It's really well made. Like, I mean, it seems like every new promotional video that comes out for Genshin, it just gets better and better quality. It's crazy how, like, it explains why they're going to have an anime for Genshin, because it's just like their animation already on what they're making is fantastic, so it's just like it translates so well. But anyways, the characters that I'm like most excited for, of course, Folklore. I'm so excited for the Hydro Archon. I always want all the Archons. I have all of the Archons on my personal account, so you know, it's kind of, at first to start off like, oh, I just really want Benny. It was like, ooh, Zhongli's really good, and then I was just like, oh, maybe I'll just pull for the Raiden because she's kind of cool, but I don't know if I want her. And then it just kept going, and then I got Nahida. So I ended up getting all of them, so it's just kind of a thing now where it's just like, okay, I have kind of a sub goal of I want to get at least one, you know, possibly more to get some constellations on them, but I want to get at least, would you climb the dang ladder, girl? Girl, you are starting to get on my nerves. Thank you. I want to get at least like one of every Archon. You know, constellations on them would be nice, but I want at least one of every Archon. So that's like a little side goal I have going on for my own personal stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I'm excited for Folklore. Also, I love her design. I'm excited for, I don't know what her name is, but if you watch the trailer, she's the woman, and she's in like a Victorian style dress. It's gonna be like a brownish orange color and everything, and she'll be floating around with a parasol and everything. I don't know what her name is, but I absolutely adore her design. Ooh, these are big guys. You know what? We could try it. Anyways, I absolutely love her design, and it looks like she's got a really fun personality. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for that.
Out of my way. Stand with me.
So I'm like really excited for her. So I'm gonna pull for her, and then I also I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm probably gonna totally butcher this, but I believe his name is like Riothisli or something like that, or Riothisli or Leslie, or I can't remember his name. But basically, he's the guy that's in like whatchamacallit. He's hold on, I gotta focus here. I'm having issues. Anyways, he'll be a guy in that's like all black, white, and red. He's got black hair and everything. He's like really cool looking. So whenever I saw him in the trailer, I was like, okay, I'm pulling for him. I don't know who he is or what he does, but I like him. Really, I hit the stupid dodge button, but apparently... Oh, come on, seriously, her abilities, how are they on cooldown still if I died as them? Seriously, this is so freaking ridiculous.
Quietly now.
These guys are almost dead. It's like, come on.
Stand with me. Things are about to get dicey. No.
Let's leave here a little.
Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, I still have my triangle active. I didn't even realize my burst. There we go. Oh well. Well, that could have went better. Oh well, they're all gone now. This better be worth it.
Treasure.
We have quite a bit of stuff.
One way to draw
We have a
your
lot of
attention.
dendro sigils, so whenever we get our dendro tree, that'll be really nice. Okay, so the whole reason I even came in here is I saw the dendroculus floating above. Hey, Shinobu, we need healing, girl. Thank you. But anyways, so I'm really excited for him. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I probably butchered his name. But he's, like, really cool looking and everything, and I love his design, and it seems like he's got a really fun personality, so I'm just like, okay, I'm really excited for him. There's other characters that I'm, like, really excited for, too. I'm really excited for, Linny and Lynette. I have been excited for them since they were teased, like, long time ago in the Leeway video they did, like, years ago. Back whenever they showed, like, a little bit of everybody from all the different regions they showed. That's where we learned about Sino, like, way before even Inazuma came out. So it was just, like, I think it was before Inazuma came out anyways. But that's why I'm like, okay, I was excited for those two, and apparently there's a rumor going around that there might be a way to get, like, a free, Lynette, possibly. Kind of like how at Sumeru, they gave you a free Kale and everything. They might, but I don't know. I highly doubt it, because a lot of times whenever there's rumors like that, like, oh, hey, they're going to give away this free character to celebrate the new region coming out, it's like, no, they usually don't. Sometimes they do, but it's usually, like, in an event they'll do it. But you got to take those rumors with, like I said earlier, a huge grain of salt, because a lot of times, no, it's
Take it
false.
easy.
So you just gotta be careful with those. Okay, I don't want to heal up all the way because I want Shinobi to stay low health. I'll heal her up once. Just so she's not, like, literally on death's door. But yeah, so that's one of the rumors. I'm just like, okay, it'd be cool. But, yeah. Lots of cool stuff, though. I'm really excited for Fontaine. It looks like it's going to be really well designed, too. Like, I like the character designs. I'm interested to see how the cities is going to be designed, because just from the background art that they had in the promotional video, it looks like they got some pretty cool, like, theming going on. It's almost got, like, a steampunk feel, at least from kind of the vibe I got from it. Not, like, completely steampunk, but kind of. So I'm kind of excited to see that. Okay, this one's right over here. So like I said, I'm very excited for Fontaine. It's coming out soon. I think we get the next banner. When does the next banner start? The next banner starts in about 2 weeks from now. So that's going to put us at, like, about time of recording this video, probably mid-ish. That's going to be, like, mid to end July, I think, whenever the banners switch over, and then the next banner. So probably about mid-August, mid to end August, we're going to get Fontaine. So not that far off, about a month away. About a month and a half away, we're gonna get Fontaine. So that's I'm like, it's coming up, and it's coming up fast, and I'm super excited for it. Not to say I haven't enjoyed Sumeru, because I'm just like, I'm not necessarily done with this area yet, because there's still so much I haven't done, like, again, because I haven't played Sumeru on my personal one in order to not spoil anything. I haven't actually completed a lot of stuff here. I haven't even been able to get the ability to do dailies here yet, so it's just like, I have hardly scratched the surface of what Sumeru has to offer. However, I'm really excited for Fontaine because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really liking a lot of the characters there. But then again, I love a lot of the Sumeru characters. So that's why I'm like, I think that's the one thing about Genshin so far is, yeah, there's characters I'm good with and characters I'm not good with. But outside of that, I don't think I've met a Genshin character that I don't like either the design or personality of, or both. And that also is generally, they're all pretty well designed, like, moveset wise. So, like, I don't think there's a character that... There's a few that I'm just not, like, huge fans of. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Aloy, but it's just because of the fact that her moveset seems very basic, which I understand why they had to do that, because she was kind of a weird promotional character in a sense. She wasn't even, like, you know, she was like a crossover type character thing, so I get that. But I don't think there's any characters that I'm just like, I don't see a use for, you know, in that, or I don't absolutely adore their design or their personalities. They're all really well written, so... That's something I gotta say with Genshin. Whoever was the writers for this game, bravo to you guys, you are doing a great job. Because the story is interesting, the characters all have their own unique personality that really shines through, because that's something I gotta say, because a lot of games run into the issue where it's just like, yeah, they have a variety, like a large cast of characters, but a lot of them have very, like, not necessarily cliche, because you guys know that I don't mind, like, cliche characters, but a lot of them have very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, not base level. I would say shallow. That's what I was looking for. They have very shallow character development. Like, that's something I've noticed with quite a few games lately. It's just like, yeah, your character designs are fantastic. It seems like character designs are getting better and better, but it's like the character's personality, it's very one-dimensional. It's like you kind of can guess, okay, this is what happened with them, or this is like how they speak or whatever, and that's like their entire personality is just wrapped around that one thing, and there's like not a whole lot of growth to it. There's not a whole lot of like really bonding with a character. But I've noticed that in Genshin, they've done a pretty good job making like each character be like, oh, this character has this personality, and they like these things, and they dislike these things, and if you bring up this thing, they'll, you know, they'll act this way, or I don't know, it feels more like the characters are alive, which I know that takes a lot of, that's, you know, good writing and good design. So, again, this game isn't perfect, do not get me wrong, it definitely has its issues. And I'm not going to sit here just, like, singing its praises all the time. You know, I've had some issues with Genshin. I think I've mentioned it before in past episodes, some of the stuff that's really ticked me off about this game. But overall, I've got to say that I have not been disappointed by this game, and I'm very glad that I started playing it back whenever it first came out, like, what, 3-4 years ago now? Because I think this game came out, wasn't it, like, 2020, I think, is whenever it came out?
Take it
like,
easy.
Right before, you know... Yeah, I think it was August of 2020, right? Was whenever, well, September 2020, I think. It was like either end of August or beginning of September, something like that. But yeah, that's crazy. It was almost exactly 3 years ago, right? Or was it 2019? Nope, 2020. Yeah, because it was 2020 and then 20. No. Okay, see, I can't even remember now. You guys get the idea, though. This game has been out for a long time. I've been playing it since day one, and I have not regretted doing that at all. Like I said, the game is not without its flaws. But for a free-to-play game, and I get it, you know, it's got a little bit of predatoriness to it in its gacha system, and it, you know, I have seen the negative effects even within myself of being like, you know, feeling like I need to, not necessarily gamble, but be like, oh gosh, I really got to pull for this character, I got to do everything I can, or, you know, the need to feel like you need to spend money or something like that. There we go. I was like, how the heck do I get out of there? That was weird. So, that's why I'm like, the game's not perfect. The game, you know, has screwed over some people in the sense of, you know, they kind of got addicted in a very bad way. But also, technically any game can be addicting in a sense, because I'm trying to think, but back in the day, there was a couple of games where it's just like, you know, World of Warcraft, that was one that a lot of people, I was never one of those people. I didn't get into MMOs until, like, much later in the scene. I think the first MMO I ever actually, like, I beta tested a lot of MMOs, like Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that. I was a beta tester for them. So I beta tested a lot of not animes, MMOs, but I think the first one that I like full on played myself, like a lot of, was, I think was Terra, actually. It was like one of my first MMOs that I played like almost every day. I really enjoyed it a lot. I played it with my brother and everything. It was like a lot of fun.
Quietly now.
Oh, come on, really? Just had the dub. Oh, you annoying little twit.
Gotcha.
Don't you dare.
No, my sword.
Man, this guy is tanky. But anyways, so... anyways, so World of Warcraft was one that I know a lot of people had a problem being addicted to, and even Final Fantasy 14, there's a lot of people who are like, they're addicted to it, and they know they are, and they've talked about how basically, you know, you gotta be careful with, you know, games in general. So that's why I'm like, I don't necessarily blame Genshin specifically for, you know, yeah, it's very bad for people with any sort of gambling problem, and it even preys on people who don't necessarily have a gambling problem, but, you know, you feel good whenever you get like you're pulling for something, you're just like, oh, only one more pull, and I might get this character, I might get this thing that I really want, or so I do, in a sense, get it. But I'm probably just rambling at this point, but, okay, the illusory city, there's the domain. Okay, so to open you, I need to activate these fire things, which of course it looks like, okay, I can activate that one. Can I get to you? Or do you have, no, you don't have an invisible wall, so can I activate all of you? That one's got it. Okay, I can activate you. Okay, I can activate them all. They just have invisible walls kind of everywhere. I'll probably use Amber for this. I think she'd work better. But anyways, my main point that I'm trying to get away from this, because I honestly think I just started rambling there towards the end, because I don't even think I understand what I was trying to say.
Leave it to me.
The main thing I'm getting at is that I enjoy Genshin. It's a good game. I do recommend it to people. Just be careful, because it does have the predatory nature of preying on people who might have a problem with gambling, or who might have, you know, a serious sense of FOMO. I'm one of those people. I have horrible FOMO. Like, absolutely horrible. I'm absolutely terrified of missing out on something. I hate that because that's one of the reasons a lot of times I fall into the trap of... Oh, wow, they really don't... Okay, so they don't stay lit, or do you have to light them in a specific order? Let's see, if that one goes out, then we know that they... I think they don't stay lit. Aha. Which means you probably gotta... Is there a visible wall right here? That was weird. I was trying to shoot it and it wasn't taking. Okay, there's a wall right there, I bet. Yeah, there's walls. Okay, so there's not a wall there. Where's this wall? Oh, it's right there. Annoying. Okay, there is a specific order to these, isn't there? Great. I don't know what this order is. I hate these stupid things too, these invisible walls, so annoying. Like I said, I was more so just kind of rambling anyways, but that whole long statement was basically just another way for me to say, I do recommend this game, I like the game. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Yeah, I was going down the route of where I was talking about how, yeah, I have serious FOMO. It's one of the reasons, like, a lot of times I fall into the habit of pre-ordering a game to get cosmetic DLC, not because I even necessarily want the cosmetics. I mean, a lot of times I do. I've said before, I'm kind of a sucker for cosmetics in games. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, dude. Oh, great, I don't have Galen with me. This is bad.
Just leave here, you little. Dissipate.
Witness the power of the
He hits pretty hard, though. I should be fine. But anyways, and so a lot of times I'll pre-order just because of the fact that I just don't want to miss out on it. And I don't, because a lot of times it'll say this DLC won't be sold at a later date kind of thing or whatnot. It's just like, okay, I might not even want it, or I might not even feel like I need to pre-order the game because I'm like, I'd rather buy it like on sale or something, but I just don't want to miss out on DLC. And I hate that. I hate that I do that. It's something I really wish I didn't do. But like I said, I have really bad FOMO. I do not want to miss out on something. I do not want it to be like something like I regret later, like, oh gosh, I should have totally bought that. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay. There's another one of those symbols there. We'll activate that and see if it does anything, but I'm getting confused as to...
I'll race you there.
Like, where's the thing showing what the order is for this stuff? Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway too with this type of game, like the gacha style games. You can't fall victim to the FOMO. You do, you're gonna feed into the game, and it's not gonna be enjoyable because then you're just gonna constantly be like in a state of panic and anxiety that you're missing out on something. Because that's kind of how it was whenever I first started playing this. I was like, oh gosh, if I don't pull for that character, I'm never gonna get him. And I had the mindset where I was like, I gotta pull for every character, and that is a really unhealthy mindset to be in. That's also something to be very much aware of. Do not fall into that trap. You do not need to pull every character. They will come back. You do not need to think about that. It is okay, and I don't have any idea how to get in there. I've been circling this thing for so long now, and I'm just getting more and more lost. So we're going over here. We're just going to ignore that domain and hopefully be able to get it later. There we go. Luckily, it's not like an artifact domain or anything, so it's not like it's necessary. Oh, we can get anything out of here now. Yeah, there was kind of my rant and rave about why I like Genshin, what I like about Genshin, and my own issues with fear of missing out and whatnot. So, yeah, fun little talk, right? Nothing too serious. Oh, like I said, I'm probably just rambling at this point, more so because I'm just, one, I'm letting my brain wander, but two, I've been having issues with, like, you know, this might be TMI, but I've been having issues with, like, a sinus infection type situation going on, so I've been having, like, horrible sinus headaches and, like, really bad sinus dizziness type stuff and whatnot. And so I've also been taking meds for it, so I'm a little loopy, but also pretty okay. I'm just kind of, my brain's just kind of wandering, so, you know, is what it is. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Because like I said, I'm going to kind of leave this area alone for now, just because I don't know if we're going to need to go there or when we're going to head there kind of thing. Same with all this stuff over here. But yeah, besides that domain and this one, which is underground, which, you know, I'm not going to go try dealing with that yet. I think that's all the teleport points. Oh, I missed a bunch over here. Dang it, I knew I missed something. Erg. Okay, here, let's try to get these real quick. This might be a little bit longer episode, but we might not get all of them, but we'll just have to be okay with that. We got a majority of them, especially the ones that matter, so I think we're fine. But yeah, I've been dealing with that, so that's why I was just like, okay. I think that's part of the reason why the last couple of episodes, too, I've been kind of struggling and a little loopy and a little like, okay, why am I not able to concentrate very well, or why is my brain in like a constant state of fog? That's pretty much probably why now. So, yeah.
Take it easy.
Okay. How close is this Dendroculus? Okay, I didn't see it right away. It's probably up in this tree. Yeah, I don't feel like trying to go for that, so we'll just regular climb this mountain hill thing. Oh, this is pretty tall, dude. Okay, let's try to get to this tree branch. There we go. That was awesome that I was able to just kind of slide over and grab it. Okay, we'll rest up here. Oh, man. Here we go. Up we go. But yeah, I'm also interested to see where the story goes, because I believe Fontaine is supposed to be, the Archon there is like of like a law and order type situation. I can't remember what they said. I think it's like justice or order or something like that is what she's the arcane of there. So I'm not sure what that means though, because a lot of the whatchamacallit, what's it called? The promo trailer and everything, the teaser trailer, that's what it was. A lot of the teaser trailer was covering like a trial and, you know, a prison and the judges and the all kinds of stuff like that, as well as like sleight of hand stuff and whatnot, because they was talking about like, you know, the magic shows and how, you know, distract from what's really there or whatnot. So I'm interested to see kind of what direction the story is going to take them with all that being said, you know. Just very, very interesting. This is probably one of those where it's you gotta take care of the withering thing, the withering zone, and then it's gonna reveal it. I don't really feel like dealing with that, so we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Ignore the hilichurl and just glide away. I love the music for here. Oh, I wonder what kind of music Fontaine's gonna have. Because I'm not don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be based off of kind of like, I think, a European setting. Because like I said, it seemed like a lot of the characters there have kind of a Victorian feel to their designs. At least some of them do. So I'm wondering if it's going to have like that kind of thing to it. But then what kind of music would that be? Would it be more like orchestral, like in a like Mozart style kind of thing? Or, you know, because I know like Mondstadt has, you know, a lot of like the harp kind of stuff and very light tones. You have Liyue, which has got a very, like, it's very, you know, China inspired, so it has that kind of like Asian inspired music sound, but more of a focus with, you know, China, of course. I don't really know how to explain that, but and then Inazuma has a very Japanese aesthetic to it, like in the sound and everything. So it's got me curious. Okay, and then Sumeru, I believe, which is supposed to be, isn't it like I think it's India is what it's supposed to be based off of, I believe. It has very much like that kind of feel, though, kind of like a Bollywood feel to it almost. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but that's probably the best way I could describe it, especially in the, you know, mental state I'm in right now. But I'm curious with what the theming is for Fontaine, what its soundtrack is going to be like. So, I mean, I probably should have paid closer attention to the soundtrack during the teaser trailer, but I watched it, I watched it, like, late at night, I think, because it came out at like 11 o'clock my time or something like that. So I was like, I watched it really late at night. So it was just more so like looking at all the characters and everything. I wasn't really paying attention to what was being said or the music or anything. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end here. And in the next one, we are for sure going to continue on with the story. So thanks for being patient with me while I got all of this situated, because I feel much better now, because I'm like, okay, there's a couple places where we can't teleport to. Like we have the underground ones. We have, yeah, underground ones. We have that one, which is just a puzzle I couldn't figure out easily and didn't want to waste a bunch of time. Underground ones. But other than those, we got, and then I didn't do this whole area, but this whole area is kind of its own monster, which we'll get into because that's done through a side quest, you know, no spoilers here. So, and then a lot of these we'll get to as either through the story or whenever we're done with the story. I don't know if the story is going to take us over here. But yeah, so I feel better. We can teleport pretty much anywhere now that we've at least already been to the zone. So feel much better about that. We also got quite a few Dendroculus and whatnot. Oh, we still need to check on the Sacred Sakura too. We might do that at the beginning of the next episode. I'll try to remember to do that. I might make a note here. Yeah, we got a lot of Dendroculus, 8 of them. Nice. See, I even have some electrolysis, the to turn in. Got a bunch of electro sigils, dendro sigils. I really need to go spend my geo sigils. I have almost 800 of them. Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much
Need
for
me to
watching.
come up
If you
with
liked
some
the
for
video,
you?
remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. And until next time, see ya.